he told me one time, he pointed to the room of 400 people. He said, you can be the best surgeon, dentist there, but you're trading your time for money. And like, oh, it's me. I have one income, one active income. The end goal is the freedom. Freedom is the end goal. Why don't we go short for that?
Dr. Dat Nguyen is not only a successful dentist and entrepreneur, he's also an elite coach who's worked with the Proctor Gallagher Institute, guiding executives and professionals to perform at their peak.
When I get to the top of my practice, I'm enjoying it, but I feel comfortable. I feel like I'm not inspiring, I'm plateauing, I would say. Like, what's gonna be next? Like, there has to be something beyond this. It has to be something beyond it. I want more. I want to have more time freedom to experience life, to do whatever I want to do. Spend more time with my family, travel the world. There's so much more. So when I met my mentor, that material, it speaks to me. And I burst through so many limited beliefs, so many fear, terror to get to where I am.
Welcome to the Doctors Investor Club podcast, where physicians and dentists come together to elevate their mindset, build their assets, and create a lasting legacy. I'm your host, Dr. Kyle Stevenson. After years in the OR, I've realized wealth is not just about high income. It's about ownership, freedom, and using your money with purpose. Here at the Doctors Investor Club, we share the strategies the wealthy already know: owning a business, real estate investing, becoming your own banker, and intentional investing. Each week, we sit down with entrepreneurs, investors, and physicians who've stepped off the hamster wheel and are building wealth that outlives them. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep and the impact you leave behind. Let's get into today's episode. Welcome back to the Doctors Investor Club podcast, the show where physicians and dentists learn how to think like the wealthy, invest like insiders, and build a legacy beyond medicine. Today's guest is someone who embodies all of that. Dr. Dat Nguyen is not only a successful dentist and entrepreneur, he's also an elite coach who's worked with the Proctor Gallagher Institute, guiding executives and professionals to perform at their peak. We're going to talk about his journey from dentistry into entrepreneurship, his work in coaching and leadership, and what wealth and legacy really mean at this stage in his life. Dr. Nguyen, welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, Kyle. Welcome to the show.
Yes. Yep, this will be good. We're excited about this. We just spoke last week, and I learned a ton about you and what you're doing, and you're doing quite a bit. So if you don't mind, get us started on your journey. Take us back. What inspired you to become a dentist? Where did you train? And tell us about those early years.
Awesome. Happy to be here. So going back to my journey to freedom, I came here when I was 21 years old from Vietnam, from scratch with no money, no English. I got my bachelor's degree, worked for the corporate for about 3 years. I was supporting my wife to optometry school. And then right after that, I quit. I say, I want to be freedom. I want to do something independent. I'm very good with my hands. I love to talk to people, help people with a problem. So I started, applied for dental school at 32 years old.
Nice.
And graduate from Loma Linda. That was my first choice. Loma Linda Dental School was one of the best. At 36 years old, so I was the third oldest in the class at that time. So that's how I became a dentist. I have my own practice. I opened my own practice a year after that. And I know exactly what I want to do. I'm really into technology, like whatever newest there, I have it. I was the laser dentist, so I have laser in every room. I love that. I love paperless right away. Everything is high tech. I build it the way I really want it to be. So I was the first laser in the whole West Coast to use the laser to treat sleep apnea. And become a pioneer in that area also. That's how I started. So 2007 started, and then and I built for about 15 years.
So did you practice actual dentistry early on, or are you considering sleep apnea part of dentistry?
I actually practiced dentistry, general dentist, do everything, do all the crazy wisdom teeth, sinus, sleep, all of that. but I really love laser, so I tuned more into laser. And at the time, I was tired. Something I test myself. Oh, I have sleep apnea. So there you go. I'm treating myself with a sleep apnea with the laser. I was the number one provider for Somnodent with Kaiser in the whole Inland Empire area. And CBS, the new came and video us, featured me on that night laser too, because that's something that like no one ever done that before in the whole West Coast. So, and I really like that. It's easy, it's fast, it's painless.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I guess so. The biggest challenge for people is laser sounds awesome, but it takes capital to get that right. So how did you start your dental practice, and how did you fund all that stuff? How did you fund the laser and everything that went with it?
So with like any business, right? You start with an idea. I have an idea. This is how I want to be. I picture a vision. This is how my practice is going to be. I will have it the way I want it to be. So I signed a loan doc. I got my capital right there, building it, and then I start to get some funds, some capital. I get mentorship. I get business coaching, and the laser is not like $100,000 for each laser. It's one of the best. I went for the best. That's one of the top laser in the world. It can do both, wavelength. So I invest in that, and I use that, and I help so many people with that because no one wants pain, right?
Yep.
And pain, fast, easy. I love that.
That's great. Yeah. And so with that, you're an entrepreneur, right? You started your own dental practice. You're an entrepreneur. What challenges did you come across early on in your career?
So early on, I opened my practice 2007. And the crash in the market came 2008. Everyone like, oh, this, that. But so we had to build everything from scratch. I took over another practice from another dentist, but it's nothing like what I want. I started to build it the way I wanted. Went to a lot of things. A lot of imagination, a lot of coaching. I got business coaching, mental coaching. So I grew it. It actually. That was one of the best years I have. Everyone else say, "Oh, this is it's not good," but I think with an attitude that I can create my own economy. So we make that actually one of the top year of my practice there. So I incorporate that into my life, into my business, and everything I do, in my health also.
That's a great lesson to put out there. Most of us. I mean, especially I can speak for doctors. A lot of doctors put their money out in invest in certain things that they're not really familiar with necessarily, even the stock market, right? And that we have no control over that. And so it goes to show, like, control the controllables, invest in what you know, what you like and understand, and things that you can control for the most part, right? And your own business, you can control that. So there's going to be market issues and cycles and this, that, and the other, but you obviously did a good job navigating that.
Yeah. So one of the things I'm also teaching now to my client who are doctor and dentist too, is invest in yourself. You are the best asset you have out there. You get $1,000 back, you 1,000% back when you invest in you, your mindset, your health. Get mentorship, get a business coach. So they paid up $1 million and then 20 years of early freedom for me. And I apply that everywhere. So invest in yourself first.
Yep. That's great advice. Yeah.
And start to hang out with people who have what you want. I started to follow a doctor who have $1 million practice, and then also we start to business and entrepreneurship, follow mastermind with a lot of people who already know what I know and tap into leverage into that, Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, you're right. Be in the right rooms, you're, what is it? You become the average of the 5 people you hang out with.
Yeah.
Jim Rohn quote.
Exactly.
Spending money on masterminds, coaches, investing in yourself. And I think there's not enough people that do that.
Yeah.
All right. So let's continue on. You were in clinical practice for how many years?
For 15 years. I exited out of dentistry 2021. I didn't renew my license. So I was 50 years old then.
Okay.
I decided coaching is something new, more fulfilling for me. and I can make a bigger impact, and I can do so much more than what I was doing before. So I make a decision, and then I'm happy with that. Yeah.
Okay. So you've had the unique opportunity to coach leaders through Proctor Gallagher Institute. Tell us about that opportunity. How did that come about? When did you jump into that? Were you still in dental practice? Give us some more information on that.
Yes. So it was 2017 when I met my mentor Bob Proctor to a personal development seminar. I never heard of him before, and I take a picture and send to my wife. You know who this is? He's in the movie The Secret. What movie? I didn't know anything about that. So he introduced me to the book Think and Go Rich, the movie The Secret, Law of Vibration, Law of Attraction. And it's really mesmerized me. 2 hours, he gave me new information that I didn't know was out there. We paid $100,000, 10 years in dental school. None of them were taught there. I was like, why didn't we know this before? And here he have a 2-month education of a 9th grader, and he's speaking the language that I'm not familiar with. So I joined him, become a consultant back then. I start to apply the teaching, all of his teaching principle, the mindset teaching into my life, create my freedom. And I aim for something bigger. The end goal is the freedom. Freedom is the end goal. Why don't we go short for that? Straight to the shortcut. That's the quantum leap that we can do. So we can multiply our income, we can multiply our freedom, we can do a lot of that. So I start from then, become a consultant, part-time, and apply it to myself. And he told me one time, he's pointing to the room of 400 people. He said, you can be the best surgeon, dentist there, but you're trading your time for money. And oh, it's me. I have one income, one active income. He said, build multiple streams of income. And then you can sleep with money, you come in, and then you do what you love. That's what he told me. It's like, oh, that was me. And it's like, oh, start thinking about building multiple streams of income. So with that teaching, with the vibration, law of attraction, I attract to me so many multiple stream of income now from everywhere. Like I didn't know a lot of them before, but I'm joining a lot of club group, like, Doctor Investor Club, dentalclub.com, family office. So those are when I tap into, I leverage, the expertise of the people who have already done that, something I don't know, leverage that, mentor, coach. So that's really make a quantum leap in my life. And then I apply that to all areas, to my health, to my relationship, contribution, and spiritual.
That's amazing. Love that. So basically what you're saying is all of us need that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I follow you on social media. I talk to you. Like I know your health, I know your work ethic. And gosh, you're in your 50s, you said, right? And
I'm 55. I just turned 55.
You're in better shape than 99% of Americans. So
I'm on day 10 of 75 hard today. So I feel amazing. Yeah.
Good. It's going well for you?
Yeah. Richard's doing it with me also. So we have a group of, I think, 30 dentists, doctor, entrepreneur, healthcare professional all together. That so we all doing it together. It's fun.
I'm gonna have to join in. Are you guys doing it? You guys have like a little group chat or anything?
We have our group with Richard. We call it Super Beast Mode. This group had been I think 2022. After we went to Everest Base Camp, we came back and Richard said, let's do something together. So we're in that WhatsApp group since then, and we're always doing something crazy, and then we challenge each other. It's fun. That's awesome. Do it together.
Yeah,
this one here is from another entrepreneur. His name is Roshan Kaura. I don't know if you know him. Mm-hmm. So he created that, and like 30 of us jump in. Let's do it together. Let's have fun.
Yeah, it's great. And then you have that accountability, right? Doing it alone is no fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. So for people listening to this, what are some of the core leadership principles, or some of the principles in general that you have learned or that you talk to people about, that you could give us a little sneak peek maybe of what you go through with doctors and dentists from the Proctor Gallagher Institute?
Yes. So the main core teaching of Bob Proctor my mentor is that if you know how your mind works, you can create anything you want from your thinking. And it's so important. I was just sharing with someone last week on another podcast about OChem, organic chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand organic chemistry before. I lost the basic. I didn't know about it. I didn't like it. But when I decided to go back to dental school, I knew it to the point I can tutor AP chemistry. So now imagine you can understand your mind like that, how the mind works. That's the figure, the mind right there, the stick figure that I'm talking about. That's what mainly teaching for Bob. When you understand how your mind works and you can use it, why did you become who you are today? Who are you? Why all of the things that happened in the past create who you are, the belief system that you have. So you know that, and now you know, oh, this one works, this one doesn't work. Now, where do you want to go? And you move toward that. With that, we can completely change our belief system about money, about business, about health, about relationship, about spirituality, and about contribution. So when you understand that, you can change, you can do literally everything, anything. So for my health, I use that information to create my health. We had the vibrant health that I have today. For the business, for the relationship, travel, all of that, and also in contribution also.
That's amazing. So basically, it's elevated every single aspect of your life: marriage, relationship with your kids, health, wealth, everything.
Yes.
That's amazing. Good. We all need that. And with that being said, how do you feel from that transition of being a dentist and a coach, to just being the coach? Like when you gave up dentistry, how did that feel for you? There's a lot of people that are trading their time for money that are listening that are like, yeah, I don't know if I can give it up. It's such a good paycheck, whatever it is. Like, how do I take that leap? How'd you do it?
So we call that a terror barrier. It's something that really inspiring, excited you, but also scare you. I went to that area, here I am, the first dentist in the family. A lot of people want to be a dentist. You have to be the top 5% to be in the dental school. I got into one of the top dental school in Melinda. I had my practice and all that, and I want to give that up. I talked to my wife, talked to my mom. Everyone around me said no, but deep inside, this is me. This is what I want. I have to know who I am. Why do I want this? This idea, it came to me. It only came to me. So if you have a goal, a vision, a purpose, it only came to you, and you're the only one who can bring it out to the world. So with that, sorry.
Are you good?
Water. I drink water.
Reminder, yeah. Drink your liter. All right, a gallon. Sorry, 1 gallon.
This is the bottle right here. This bottle had followed me to everywhere, to Everest Base Camp, to Machu Picchu, everywhere with me. So,
cool.
Yeah, so we create what we call a C goal. A C goal is something you just wanted, but you don't know how. And you should go for it. You burst through that terror barrier, that fear.
Mm-hmm.
If not, you're going to go back to comfort. You're going to go back to that regular, the A goal, that's something you've done already. It's not inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
C goal is something that will inspire you. It will bring something in you that you don't even know that you have inside, deep down. So when I met Bob and I studied this material, I can go back to when I was 5 years old, 10 years old. I know exactly why I did that. And now why I'm doing what I'm doing now. I have a gift. So I could have developed that gift and it helped so many more people. So back then, when I get to the top of my my practice, I'm enjoying it, but I feel comfortable. I feel like I'm not inspiring. I'm plateauing, I would say. Like, what's going to be next? Like, there has to be something beyond this. It has to be something beyond it. I want more. I want to have more time freedom to experience life, to do whatever I want to do. Spend more time with my family, travel the world. There's so much more. So when I met my mentor, that material, it speaks to me. And I really, really took into heart and studied it. And I burst through so many limited beliefs, so many fear, terror to get to where I am. And just like, everything, when you commit to your marriage, you commit to your dental school, right? You make the commitment not knowing where you are, but if you persist with discipline, you will get there.
That's great. Love that. Good. Yeah, and we'll get your information to make sure everybody knows where to find you as well. So with all that being said, you've obviously found your passion, right? Your purpose. Yes. And, it reminds me of that quote, the two best days of your life are the day you're born and the day you find out why.
Oh, yeah. I love that quote.
Yep. I think you found out why, right?
Yes.
So, and most people are searching for that. Everybody wants to know, what's my purpose? What are we here on this earth for? What impact can I make? Success or significance over success, right? So it's pretty powerful that you've done that and you continue to accomplish that. Moving forward, you also co-founded the Dental Investor Club, correct?
Yes, with Richard Wilson.
With Richard Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, who's also co-founder of the Doctors Investor Club.
Yes.
And so I want to hear more about the Dental Investor Club, what you guys are doing, when you started it, how it's growing.
Yes. So it became one of the largest social media assets in dentistry. We have close to 400,000 dentists in that platform. We have all type of club, networking event, so many live event like the event that Richard Wilson promoted and helping educating people, sharing like the one next week that we're going to. Family office event. So we have so many club in there, orthodontists, endodontists. So what the purpose is, we come in there and share our knowledge, help each other scale and grow, and do whatever next thing that you want to do. A lot of people, there's so many group in there, so many Facebook group, social group in there that we help each other scale the business, grow the business.
Yeah. And do you guys talk about everything from health, wealth, investments?
Yes. Like all aspects of your life, health, your wealth, your money, your business, and all of that too.
So 75% of physicians now are employed by hospitals, private equity, or something else. So I would say that dentists are more entrepreneurial. I'm sure that you guys discuss that a lot, your practice, how to build it, how to scale. And I think physicians would love to learn that stuff too. I mean, I like to talk to them about investments and things like that, but it's also, being wholesome in your entire life, right? Health, wealth, family, everything, faith, even potentially. So yeah, you guys are discussing all that stuff, right?
Yes. Yeah, we're talking about all aspects of that: coaching, mentorship, mastermind. A lot of mastermind group came out from there. A lot of event we open to the public, to more and more, to share more to other people too. So when we know something, we share. Yeah,
that's great. So, and then you guys have it opened up to them to come to the live events, you're saying. And how many people do you get at a live event out of the 400,000, would you say?
It depends. One of the biggest events, I remember one in Fort Lauderdale that Richard did. I think we have over 1,000, like 1,200 people.
Nice.
Huge.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
I have a conference coming up in October, and I'm trying to get 200 people there.
Nice.
So 1,500 or 1,200 is insane.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, good. And how much are you leading the way with that? And how much are you, posting and giving feedback and things like that?
So we have Richard have a team. So if we want to have any content output there, we will connect with them. They will disperse to have so many dental group out there. Facebook group, there's a lot. So I have my own group also, but Richard have so many other groups that he can post out there and then create connectivity with everyone.
Yep, that's awesome. Well, good. And where can people find that?
You can go to dentalclub.com. dentalclub.com, that's the website. And from that, you can have so many links into all the service that we do, all the event that we have in there also.
Love it. Good. All right. Well, let's talk about investing, if you don't mind. You might get into that just a little bit?
Sure, yeah.
And I know you've been to masterminds and the Family Office Club live events. The economy right now is interesting. It has been for some time now. I like real estate investing, but even then, it's like pick your poison. There's some good asset classes, some are not. I'm trying to sell my single family homes right now. I like, the bigger stuff, but what real estate investments do you like? And tell us about that.
Oh, so real estate specifically.
Doesn't have to be real estate. It could be anything, but yeah.
Oh, okay. In general, I love technology. So I do a lot of AI, crypto, venture capital, energy, and anything technology. So we have medical and dental space technologies coming out, a couple of them very big that are about to come out. They new technology like that. Some medical spa, some dental space investing. So those are the things I like. Motorcycle, so we invest into some EV motorcycle also.
Nice.
And it's a lot of energy. I think, luxury. We have the luxury Airbnb platform with Richard Wilson also. Yeah, so we focus on a lot of medical, dental, and luxury Airbnb. And then anything that I don't know, I tap into someone expertise, another group that know better than me, and I leverage their knowledge.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you guys are out west. You were in Silicon Valley area, right? So you probably
I'm in Orange County, Southern California.
You're in Orange County now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. So at least you're close enough to Silicon Valley. You guys see opportunities that maybe we don't see in the Midwest. But the beautiful thing is, in like the Dental Investor Club, the Doctors Investor Club, there's enough other intelligent people, around that you're rubbing elbows in the right rooms and all that stuff, right? To see those other deals.
Yeah. So when we go to event, like the one we're going next week here, we're going to meet with so many people from all over the world, actually. And then they will have so many interesting technology. Last time I met someone with a tooth form implant, never heard of. And she showed me a protocol, and I took a picture right away. It's a tooth, it's an implant. It looked exactly like a tooth. I never seen that before. It's amazing. So she want to bring that out into the world. So we will be able to meet with amazing entrepreneurs from anywhere.
Yeah, that's great. And it sounds like the investments you're excited about are all very, into the future, right? We're not going back. Yeah. We're going to the future. AI and technology is where everything's going.
Yeah, into the future, into the growth.
Yep. I mean, when you think of venture capital, like, I don't know the stats. One hits a home run out of 10 investments or something like that. Like, is that pretty accurate, would you say? Or do you feel pretty good about the venture capital deals that you do because you meet the people and you can trust them?
Yeah, I feel pretty good what they have. We have some exit that's really good. It's done more than I expected, but there's a one coming out pretty soon now too. Yeah. New, and they continue to have more and more.
Yeah, and very experienced people, right, in that field.
And now with AI, it's a lot more.
Yep. All right. So on that note with investing, what advice do you give to young physicians, young dentists when it comes to that? They got student loans. They're coming out of training, and interest rates are high, so it's hard to buy a house. They feel very middle class, if you will. What's some advice that you have for young physicians and dentists in investing and just in the world now?
So I would say go back to that first thing I shared, invest in yourself. You study about the money mindset. I just get up one of the call this morning with Proctor Gallagher Institute. We talk about the money mindset. We all have come up with. We grew up, in poverty. We grew up in lack and scarcity. So sometimes there's a lot of mental money paradigm. We call them paradigm money. Literally that blocking us. So when you spend on you understand that you are the boss. Money is just a tool. Money magnifies you. So you understand that, and you don't let money control you. So that's the first thing I would invest in. Get a mentor, a coach, study about money. What does money mean? Because we spend most of our time to make money, right? And then what can we do with our money? What would money do for us? Number two would be start investing early. Start to take that compounding effect early, and then learn some strategy from a lot of the club, like Doctor Investor Club, and then dentalclub.com. A lot of people already went ahead of us and just study that. You tap into the awareness of the group, of a mastermind group that already know where they're going. This is where you want. So make sure you follow someone that have what you want, and then listen to them and study and learn, and then make your own decision. Decision, very important. So during my time here in the state, I start from scratch 1, 2, 3 times from zero. So every single time I make better decision. I learn how to make better decisions based on what I want. What is it the next goal I want, and make decisions based on that. Do not make decisions based on money. Never. That's the one thing. Based on what is it that you really want, what is it that you try to do, and make that decision. Sometimes it's scary, but when you make a decision, your life completely change. That's when you quantum leap your freedom, quantum leap your breakthrough, whatever it is that you are trying to work on. So those are the 3 things. I start later than most people, but if I go back to my younger, I would do that.
Yep. That was one of my, we call it the pulse check round at the very end. Like what advice do you give your 25-year-old self?
Oh, okay.
And that's probably it, but we can get into it.
Okay.
We'll get into it. So, all right. So you're successful. You continue to rise up and get better in life, which is awesome. That's what we all aspire to do. What are the big challenges that you've seen along the way? You said you went back to zero 3 times.
So every time I went back to zero, I want to do something better. Always aim for better, something faster, better, easier. And it's when you have a new idea come to you, doesn't matter what it is. It can be health, marriage, money, business, the next goal. You start to entertain that idea. But then when you really internalize it into your subconscious mind, your heart, the fear will kick in, worry and doubt from you maybe, but more so from the environment, from people around you. So be careful who you're talking to, who you share that goal with. But then understand that this is something that came to you, and you got to follow it. You got to jump. And as my mentor say, jump and you will build your wing on the way down. And I did that. And then I look back, it's like, that was it. Like most of the time, when you jump to someone bigger, you look back and say, that was it. And then it took me months to make a decision. Now I make it faster. Yeah. So that's what I would recommend like a younger dentist or doctor do. Do it earlier. Take advantage of the time that you have. Yeah.
Yep. Love that. All right. Last question. And then let's get into our final round. Just 4 questions at the end. But really, so you have 2 kids, correct?
I have 2 kids. Yeah. My son is 22. My daughter is 17.
Yep. And you talk to them about this stuff, the mindset and all that?
Yes. My daughter started when she was 10.
Okay.
That's when I start listening to the material. She started to listen to it. She applied to her volleyball. My son applied to his career now. He's a behavioral therapist for autistic kid, and he loved the car. He loved, like exotic car. He applied to his dream. He made his goal now. So I'm living it. I'm teaching it every day, an example of it. And then health. I teach them with what I'm doing right now. They're very healthy, into calisthenics and volleyball, and eating healthy. It's a habit. So they start to create a better new habit. It's all about habit mainly. And so why not? I teach them younger. So they will create a better paradigm, better belief system.
Yep. And you were living it yourself. You and your wife were living it. So it's easier to have that culture in the household when you guys are setting the example.
Yeah.
All right. So when you think about your legacy, what do you want your children, your mentees, your grandchildren, community to say about you in the next 30 years?
So what I want them to remember me or say about me is that I have the courage to make the change. When I know I want something, I go for it. I make the change. And they can learn from that. So when it is their turn to make that decision of what is it that I really want to do, even that they scare, they do it, and they go and they experience it, and they will see the transformation when they get to that experience. So that is the one thing that stops people from doing what they want. Have the courage to make that change. I post a lot, and I often talk to a lot of dentists and entrepreneur business owner about that quote that Steve Jobs said. If today is the last day of your life, would you be doing what you be doing? If it's not, how long has it been? That's very deep, And then one of the emotional impact that helped change my life is we lost our dad within 6 months, pancreatic cancer, 2012. That's an emotional impact that really shook me, changed me how I live. I completely changed the way I look, see things. And that's when I met my mentor, Bob Proctor. He taught me a lot more mind opening, open my mind to new things. So that is something I want them to remember. And I want them to incorporate that and then apply that to their life. And then you will get that what you want if you have the courage to make that change. And you can, everyone can.
Love that. I love that. And I can relate. My dad passed away in December of this past year. My mind changed, not abruptly necessarily, but I started thinking legacy. I started thinking less about money and more about legacy, faith, being healthy, family, finances, future self.
Yeah.
But it makes you think bigger, right? It makes you think different. You're like, all right, we're not promised tomorrow. So what are we doing today to make ourselves better and to leave a lasting impact?
Yeah.
All right. Any final words before we get into our last 4 questions, and then we'll kind of close up here?
No, I would say that the mindset is the most important thing in everything we do. So where we teach, we believe that mindset is 95%. Strategy is 5%. So create a mindset of who you are, your attitude, your thought, your feeling, and your action, and you will follow that. Follow your heart, not your head, and then you will get whatever it is. You will grow. You will question. You'll challenge. You discover who you really are, who you were born to be. Those are the things that helped me to get to where I am today. That's what I want to teach and transfer to the next generation.
Very powerful. All right. So what book are you reading right now?
Oh, right here. I love this. The Moment of Alignment. I just finished it. So this is from Dr. Peggy McCall. She's one of a student, one of the students from Bob Proctor too. She used this material to survive late stage cancer, completely free. She built her he built her legacy, and now she have, I think, 17. This might be the 18th bestseller.
Wow!
And I love it. So when your thought, your feeling, and your action are in alignment, the universe will bring to you whatever you need, and you're in the flow. You will create that dream, you create that goal, that legacy effortlessly. You're doing the least, but you got the most effect. I love that book. That is I just finished right now. And then the other book is You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor. Yeah, this is the one. I reviewed this so I can teach.
Yep. Is that the first book that you would tell us that you would advise to read?
Yeah. So this is Bob's first book that he wrote. He used to teach a seminar about this. And recently I have a lot of people concerned about debt, in dental school, right? You have a lot of debt. I paid off my debt very early, fast, But in here, chapter 2 and chapter 3, he taught about money. What is our relationship to money? What does the money mean? How much is enough? and how to build a plan so that you can have the legacy and you can have the best you can right now. Because when you have no concern about money and you can have the best experience, you make you comfortable, you can have what you have, you can create more. When you create more, you will impact the world more. You can leave a legacy, because when you have worry about money or anything, you're not in your best creativity mode. So this is a wonderful book for anyone. I still from here, I apply it, and I teach this to all my clients also.
Okay, that's good to know. And real quick, you just reminded me when you were saying all that, is Bob Proctor a teacher to Tony Robbins? Is there a connection there?
Not necessary.
Okay.
Tony Robbins follow Jim Rohn, but they are similar. His materials are a little bit different.
Okay.
I don't think I have training with Tony Robbins with my wife also. We are platinum member. We have so many other seminar, PSI seminar, Joe Dispenza, but Bob material, nothing like this.
Okay.
And it resonated with me the best. It gave me the best, the fastest result. So the program we teach is called Thinking to Result. Yeah, that you see right there. It's called Thinking to Result, and then we use that the model of the mind when you understand that. So it's different, but I can understand other material better after I understand Bob material.
Yeah. I love it. All right, good deal. I'll start reading tonight. So what advice would you give to your 25-year-old self?
Oh, yeah. So follow your heart. Do what you want. Don't hesitate. Take the courage to make the jump. Get a mentor earlier. For me, I met him when I was 47, kind of late. But look, I'm 55 right now. I'm just starting. There's a lot I can do moving forward. So get a mentor early. A mindset mentor will be better. So separate from dental coaching. Like I'm a dentist, right? I have dental coaching before, but it was just business only. But mindset is everything. Your life, how you live, how you breathe. So get that, and then also get into mastermind group. Follow people who have what you already have, and then connect with people who inspiring you moving forward, and continue to set goal, set big goal that scare you, inspiring you, so you're growing. The purpose of goal is to grow you. You either grow or die. If you're not growing, you're dying, period. So set something that you wake up excited about every single day. I wake up excited about what I'm doing every single day. That's living, right? So that's what I would tell him.
I love that. That's great. And you're telling a lot of us, which is what we need to hear. What's your personal definition of wealth?
My definition of wealth is to have the freedom to say no to what I don't want, to say yes to what I want, to be who I want to be, to do what I want to do, to spend time with the people I love, with my family, with inspiring people like you and Richard and all the new friends I met all over the world. So that's freedom. I can work on my own term. I decide when I work, where I work. I can work from anywhere. I can do whatever I want. So to me, that is freedom, and the freedom to share it with everyone also. That's freedom.
Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Proverbs 11:25 states, "A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed." So if you could make one lasting impact by giving back, what would you or have you done?
Oh, so we have our own foundation. We came from Vietnam, so we built school in Vietnam. Our foundation, we built 5 schools so far in the mountain area of Vietnam for children, elementary school grade. So we built 5 schools so far, and with Bob Proctor, we have a Bob Proctor Legacy program in Kilifi Village in Kenya. We're building a village of 6,000 people in there, and we create the 5 pillars for them. They have education, clean water, health, education and then money mindset, so they can become sustainable after 5 years. After 5 years, when they apply bulk material, they themselves can create their own university. It's beautiful to see that. From nowhere, from dirt, they create their own agricultural system, healthcare, water, and then they have their own university now. And then when they have that model, we move to the new area and they become self-sustained. We don't have to continue. We give them, the fish pole.
Yeah, exactly. You're teaching them to fish, not handing them a fish. Yep.
So it's all about mindset. We teach them that. So that's one of the things that I love to do. We continue to work with the Unstoppable Foundation. We build that Bob Proctor legacy. And then we're working with another foundation called Lotus School Foundation. Our foundation called Hope Foundation Global. We built 5 schools so far in Vietnam. And it's amazing to bring our children to their location and see the water, see the first computer they ever see, like way up there in the mountain. It's just beautiful. So that's one of the reasons why we create money, right? We want to give it, we want to make impact where we cannot physically impact. So locally and globally. And my family had been loving that. Our kid was taught early on to give back, to contribute. And I love that.
That is awesome. Awesome way to end it. Good job. That was fantastic. So Dr. Nguyen, thank you for sharing your journey, your wisdom, and your heart with us today. Where can people find you?
So my website is freedomtimecoaching.com. You can find it there. You can find my Facebook group for dentists who want to create more freedom on Facebook, on my Facebook profiles also. I have my LinkedIn, I have a YouTube channel, and also I have a tab in dentalclub.com, so you can see service under the Freedom Coaching. So there's multiple, and then there's a calendar link I can send to you later too. You can book a call with me. I like to talk to a dentist, doctor, business owner. What is it that they want? I like to know where they want to go, what is holding them back. And then we'll help to change the mindset, the belief system, so they can create the result way faster. Within 6 months, you can quantum leap a lot of result there. So I'm happy to talk to anyone who's willing to grow, and then who want to build a legacy.
I think there's a lot of people out there that are more than willing to jump on that. So that's great. We appreciate you coming on, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you. Thanks for the connection. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
This is my time. I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down. I'm too fly. This is my time.
Thanks for listening to the Doctors Investor Club podcast. I hope today's conversation inspired you to think bigger, dream bolder, and take the next step toward financial freedom. If you're a doctor or dentist and you're ready to join our community, head over to doctorsinvestorclub.com. Our mobile app and forum are free for physicians and dentists. You'll find AI tools, curated investor resources, and live events. And if you want VIP access to private dinners, exclusive deals, and opportunities to speak on stage, it's free when you refer 3 colleagues. Subscribe to the show, share it with a colleague, and remember, you're not just building wealth, you're building a legacy.
Watch out, here I come. This is my time. I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down. I'm too fly. This is my time. Ready to shine.